Summer I Turned Pretty.
Okay, question 1. Belly and Conrad picked out this item at Michael's, which later gets broken by Redbird the weekend before the wedding. What is it?
A base.
Yes, it was one of the hurricane bases.
Yeah, the hurricane bases.
Okay, question 2. What does Adam take with him after the wedding is canceled?
Champagne.
Champagne.
That's right. I got to make these harder. Question 3 for $10.
Okay.
Why can't Jeremiah graduate college on time?
He didn't read his email and he needed to retake English.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Congratulations, you guys.
We're getting Starbucks.
Oh, are you really?
If you've followed the conversation around The Summer I Turned Pretty, you know there's been a constant debate between Team Conrad and Team Jeremiah. And while everyone is arguing over which brother was better for Belly, I think they're missing the real problem. Because honestly, the real villain of the story wasn't Conrad or Jeremiah. It was timing. Because when people talk about the show, the conversation is usually centered around Team Conrad versus Team Jeremiah. But the more I think about it, the more it feels like Belly's relationships were constantly being affected by circumstances that were completely out of their control. Take Conrad, for example. For most of the first season, Belly is finally seeing him in a different light.
Can't stop smiling.
You know, you have the prettiest smile I've ever seen. Your whole face just lights up.
The problem is that this happens at the exact time Conrad is dealing with one of his hardest periods of his life. He's carrying the secret about Susanna's cancer, trying to protect his family and struggling with emotions he doesn't really know how to communicate. So while Belly sees someone pulling away from her, Conrad is dealing with a level of grief and stress that most teenagers wouldn't know how to handle.
All I've done today is disappoint you. You don't deserve that.
And just stop acting like this and come back inside.
I can't.
And then there's Jeremiah. By the time Belly starts seriously considering him, she's already spent years building this image of Conrad in her head. So even when Jeremiah is emotionally available and telling her exactly how he feels, he's constantly competing with the relationship that Belly has imagined for most of her life. And honestly, that's why the love triangle feels so complicated, because it's not really about one brother being good and the other being bad. It's about everyone showing up at the wrong moment. And every time it feels like one relationship has a chance to work, something happens that changes the circumstances around them. And honestly, that's what makes part of this story so frustrating. Not because people didn't care about each other, but because they never seemed to get the timing just right.